Hello, everyone. I think we're going to start now. Yeah, so hello, everyone. So my name is Herman Chique Alfonso, and I'm the Education and Program Coordinator for the Dementia Society. So welcome to Mind Your Brain Health presentation. We are just to remind you that we're connected through Zoom, and also we're connected through Facebook Live. So if you want to watch it on Facebook Live, you also can join our Facebook website or page. So we're gonna start with our presentation now. Just to Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about mind your brain health. This is a quite just to let you know that this is a very important presentation that we have, and we have been offering for about a year on behalf of the Dementia Society in partnership with the Ottawa Public Health. And it's been going through different areas of the cities. We're also been doing it in community centers in different languages, and it's very, very eye-opening presentation about the importance of our brain. Uh, and it's such a very such an important presentation as well now in these times of isolation and quarantine. We're gonna be adapting a little bit of based on the um, actual situation that we're living now through the COVID-19 crisis as well. So I have done a few changes of this presentation. So you might see some changes. We're going to be giving a little bit of also tips of about how to manage mind your brain health in the quarantine situation that we have now from home. So before we start, it's very important also to let you know that the brain is such an important organ, and why is important to talk about our brain today. So first of all, why is important to talk about our brain health today? So the brain does an important and complex work, but we need to take care of our brain as the rest of the body. And according to the World Health Organization, there's evidence that we can do things to be brain healthy, and also there's not an age to be brain healthy or start being brain healthy. There's also not a specific time we can start now to be brain healthy. And these brain health tips that you're going to learn today now also apply to dementia, Alzheimer's, and cognitive health, but also applies to other neurological conditions, and this is also important to know. So we're going to start today with talking a bit about, so today we're going to be talking about, in first place, we're going to be talking about brain healthy choices that we have, and we're going to give you 8 brain healthy choices. We also going to be talking about the aging brain, and this is not a full dementia course, but we're going to be talking a few words about dementia as well, just to describe dementia and others and the umbrella term as well. So today we're going to start with brain healthy choices, and we have 8 brain healthy choices that we can offer. The first one is care for your heart. Care for your heart. The second one is be active. The third one is eat healthy. The fourth one is be social. The fifth one is challenge your brain. Number 6, protect your head. And number 7, sleep well. And finally, number 8, care for your mental health. And we're gonna be also giving some mental health tips, also based on the situation that we're living now. So we're gonna start with number 1, care for your heart. So number 1, care for your heart. So what is good for your heart is good for your brain, believe it or not. So it's very important to have regular health checks. Also know your numbers, your blood pressure, your cholesterol levels, your blood sugar, your weight. So those are important numbers for our heart, for the health of our heart. But also it's very important to quit smoking and limit the alcohol intake. So number one, care for your heart. What is good for the heart is good for the brain. So it's a very, very close relationship that we have here. So number one, remember, care for your heart. Number two, we have be active. So it's according to the lots of research has been done in the physical activity and dementia prevention. We now know that physical exercise gives a good opportunity to the brain to sort of like stay healthy, and this is according to latest research in the field. But the most important thing is to aim for 30 minutes most of the day of exercise. So move more and sit less. Also move to your ability, and also talk to your doctor uh, if you can do any kind of or different type of exercises. Also know all the programs that we exercise program that we offer, but also based on this now situation that we're living in quarantine from home, uh, um, we also recommend people to exercise at home using some YouTube videos, for example. There's also a lot of social media platforms that are offering exercise activities in the community. Um, and we also are working at the Dementia Society to offer more sort of like exercise and well-being tips and videos for people living with dementia and their caregivers. So number two, be active. Number three, eat healthy. So number three, eat healthy. So pretty much we're gonna follow Canada's food guide, but this is the plate that you should have every meal. So pretty much it's 50% 50% fruits and vegetables, and just a quarter of the plate proteins. Especially, it's highly recommended fish and omega-3. But also, you can see also that a quarter it's only whole carbohydrates and whole grain food as well. So you see that only a corner here is bread, and it's brown bread. So it's very important to have plenty of vegetables and fruits in your diet. Also make the water your drink of choice. Stay well hydrated. Um, and according to also some research, the best diet for protecting our brain seems to be the Mediterranean diet, and it's high in omega-3, vegetables and fruits. So number three, stay healthy. That'll be our third choice. And we're gonna move to the fourth one. Number four, believe it or not, be social. And according to many research, it's very important for the brain to connect with others. And this is a fact. We need interaction, we need to connect with others. Um, and I actually, I have modified this presentation, as I mentioned, for this quarantine situation. And the best way to be social now and is keeping regular contact with your loved ones. According to some experts, the best way now is via telephone. You can email, you can also use social media or video conference. These days, there's a lot of FaceTime, Zoom, and Skype on the regular basis to connect with others, with your family, with loved ones. And also just to sort of like point that pets at home also is very, very good way of socializing. is unbelievable, but there's a lot of benefits of pets or pet therapy uh, in for people who are isolated or alone. So be number four, be social. It's very important to connect with others. Number five, challenge your brain. And we really recommend people to expose your brain to new things, but also do more than one type of activity. Uh, I know on a regular basis, I recommend different type of activities, but this is very on your own use. So people can do whatever they like, whatever they find is fun, but try to expose to new things. Um, we usually think about puzzles, Sudoku, if people like Sudoku, board games, chess, learning a language, reading a book could be a challenging situation for your brain. And now we also encouraging people during the quarantine to, while they are at home, also to do some Dementia Society, try some meaningful activities recommended by the Dementia Society of Ottawa. In Renfrew County, we actually have a webinar that was broadcasted last week about meaningful activities, so you can watch it online. So that's a good way of starting with meaningful activities during this isolation period. But also try to create a menu of personal self-care activities that you enjoy. And also experts in mental health are also recommending including some routine or schedule during the day, and we're going to see that later. And that includes activities like singing, painting, gardening, and other activities. Also, uh, some guidelines are recommended. Also, virtual tours, online concerts that are via streaming. There are also YouTube videos, online courses, and online language training, for example. Also, they're happening now, so you can join different activities to expose your brain and challenge your brain daily. Um, so also, I just during the weekend, I just found a few websites that could be a good resource for challenge your brain and expose your brain to different activities in the day. So we have now a lot of online virtual tours. We have, for example, the British Museum virtual tour, as you can see here. We also have now we have Google has also a Street View Arts program, which is expose yourself to different museums in the world. I found that interesting. Also, the Metropolitan Opera. So it's a website full of streaming and broadcasting opera. Um, Also, if you like animals, you can see also the San Diego Zoom live cam, which is very cool. You can watch all the San Diego Zoo animals on streaming. And also you can join virtual tours for the example, the US National Parks. So there are a lot of resources now going on online, sorry, and live. So you can actually check it out and have it in your own schedule to challenge your brain and expose to different things. So number five, challenge your brain. Number six, protect your head. We now know that there's more research that shows that there's a link between head trauma and Alzheimer's disease. This is something that it's been going on for a while, but now we are sure that head trauma is could be a potential risk for dementia. And that's why we also encourage people to wear a helmet, especially when they do sport activities, but also wear a seatbelt, and also very important for seniors to reduce your risk of falling. So wear the proper shoes if you have any mobility device or if you need assistance. So try to reduce the risk of falling because head trauma could be a potential problem for you in the future. So in order to be brain healthy, it's very important to protect your head. So number six, protect your head. So we're gonna move on to number 7, and this could be challenging, but number 7, sleep well. So according to also research, we need about 7 to 8 hours of sleep in 24 hours period to be brain healthy. So this is the time recommended. And try to have a regular sleep routine, especially in these days of quarantine. Try to get a regular sleep routine. Expose yourself to the light during the day, because you're telling your brain also that the light is on, and also it makes you sleepy during the night. But also try relaxation techniques if you have some sleep problems. If you regularly exercise and have a routine in the day, you also will improve your sleep better, your sleep pattern. Um, Often the question uh, does the napping is considered part of the 7 to 8 hours. So the recommended guidelines usually they tell us that 7 to 8 hours of continuous sleep is the best recommended approach. But napping is well as well. However, if you're taking regular naps, you might have uh, you might not expose yourself to the light during the day, and you also can affect your night sleep pattern. So the best thing is to sleep well is to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep in 24 hours. So number 7, sleep well. Now we're gonna move on to number 8, and this is very, I sort of like modify a few slides here because I consider this very important now, because we need to take care of our mental health, especially during these challenging times. So we are being asked to stay at home, uh, and um, and actually I'm following Ottawa Public Health recommendations in terms of mental health for COVID-19 crisis. So first of all, they recommend us to we know we have a lot of information. We are uh, continuously receiving a lot of information on the media. There's a lot of anxiety and stress. So they actually recommending to try to unplug the media and find a balance as well. So try to avoid news and media. Um, Also, the second sort of like recommendation is that, as I mentioned, physical distancing or physical or social distancing does not mean being alone, because as I mentioned, we can connect each other using the power of technology. We can connect each other through Zoom. We can connect also each other to FaceTime or phone calls, or we can actually connect with our loved ones during this time virtually, and that's a good thing to have. So physical and social distancing does not mean being alone. Number 3, also, you're not alone. So try to find, I'm going to share some crisis line, but try to find some sort of like crisis, mental health crisis strategies, but also you can have the numbers and you can stay connected. For example, you can stay connected to the Dementia Society if you need your support. There are a lot of organizations in Ottawa that are connecting with their clients and trying to support during this difficult time. So try to get those numbers, those connections, and you are definitely not alone on this. And number 4, the step number 4 that I mentioned now is this is a very complicated situation, and we know that. So we know this is not easy, and it's okay not to be okay. And actually, I was reading a paper of how this situation have changed um, uh, our mood, and also we sort of have some sort of grieving because we have been losing important trips. We are missing our birthday. We're probably are not seeing our loved ones as often as we could. We also are might have to cancel weddings, birthdays, important anniversaries. Uh, probably you won't get the paycheck as you did before. So there's a lot of grieving in the society these days, and we know this is not easy, and it's okay not to be okay. And also they recommend as well to take care of your body and stay active. As I mentioned, try to commit at least 30 minutes of exercise a day or physical activity. Uh, Sit less and move more. So this is our updated recommendation from the Ottawa Public Health. So also it's important to build resiliency, understand this is a situation now, also sort of like try to be grateful and try to help others, try to also keep some time for silence as well during the day, and try to breathe. Some mental health experts are also recommending to have a schedule and a routine, a daily schedule and a routine, especially those who are working from home. So also it's important to have a schedule during the day, um, and try to have a time for you, also from some silence. Uh, Also, you can try relaxation techniques, the mindfulness also, or yoga. It's yoga. It's such a good resource for this um, sort of like uh, anxiety or anxious states. And also, there are a lot of online classes offered online. There are a lot of yoga online tools that we can use, and I recommend them to, I mean, I recommend you to use them and try to at least take a time to think about yourself, um, take some time to get some breathing and also mindfulness. Um, and as I mentioned, it's sort of important to have also mental health crisis plan. And I'm gonna share the numbers also for especially the city of Ottawa, but also you can connect with the Dementia Society. And also, if you practice all the other brain healthy choices that I just mentioned, you're gonna be also improving your mental health, because brain health is connected to mental health. So it's very important to follow all the brain healthy choices. So now we are going to move a little bit into, well, we're going to also share the mental health crisis line numbers. I'm going to leave this. These are the numbers recommended by Ottawa Public Health. Also, uh, they recommend the Distress Center of Ottawa and the region. There are 24/7, and you can reach them through these numbers. All right, so we're gonna move. So now we know the brain healthy choices. We can make a difference because we can become brain healthy. So what can I do now, and where should I start? So we are just to review them on this very nice graph. So number one, take care of your heart. Number two, be active. Number three, eat healthy. Number four, be social. And remember, distancing is not to be alone. You can connect with others. Number five, it's challenge your brain so you can stay connected and also challenge your brain from home. Number six, we have protect your head. So there's try to also avoid falls. Number seven, sleep well. And number eight, also take care of your mental health, especially during these challenging times. So now we have brain healthy choices and we can make a difference. So we recommend to start with an action plan. So pick at least a healthy choice every day, or try to start having a healthy choice to work on. Make a goal and a plan and be realistic and specific, and you can start small, but also you can do all of them if you want. You can try to start every day with an action plan, and that could be part of your schedule during these times of quarantine. You can also become brain healthy and stay healthy. Now we're going to move into another part of the presentation. Now we know how we can become brain healthy, and actually we know also that our brain ages, and age aging is part of the body, and is the brain ages as the rest of our body. We know that there's more life experience and wisdom. We can adapt to new things at any age, but we have noticed that some changes in memory, concentration, and thinking, and speed, are changing, and we know that this is happening, and we have noticed that we are not the same. um, so there's some changes that are expected. However, we're going to define dementia. So dementia is an umbrella term, actually. So it's a group of symptoms that the most important things is to take your independence away. And however, under this umbrella of dementia, we have different causes of dementia. And we have Alzheimer's disease, which is the most popular one. Is about 50 to 70% of the dementias. But we cannot forget vascular dementia. We have also dementia with Lewy body, frontotemporal dementia, Parkinson's disease dementia, and mixed dementia. So those are under the umbrella, and those are causes of dementia. Um, and when we compare dementia with Alzheimer's disease, dementia is the result, is the consequence. But Alzheimer's disease is the cause. And when we talk about Alzheimer's disease, we're talking pretty much about a brain condition that is because of the buildup of proteins, especially tau protein and beta amyloid, that accumulate in the brain, and that's why we are defining dementia as a result of this condition. And don't forget that dementia is a chronic disease. We have no cure yet for dementia. However, we have hope that we're going to find a future through research. We're going to find a treatment, but so far we have no treatment to stop the progression. And also, I just want to mention that dementia is a broad term. Is also actually, with the term Dementia Society, we're also trying to try to be more inclusive, because as you see, not only Alzheimer's disease is a type of dementia, but we have many types of dementia. So what happens in dementia is that dementia can affect our memory, our thinking, our judgment, our learning, our speaking and listening, also orientation and understanding of the world. So it affects really our cognition. And also it's important to remind you that we have good news, because dementia is not normal aging. As I mentioned, dementia is not part of aging. Dementia is a result or a consequence of different conditions that might affect the brain. So this is important to differentiate. Now we're going to be talking about the warning signs of dementia. We have developed this very handy tool of having our 10 warning signs of dementia. Most of the people think that dementia is only memory loss that affects day-to-day activities, but we also have a few other type of warning signs. So we have to consider, for example, loss of initiative, for example, which is very common in Alzheimer's disease. About 80% of patients or clients with Alzheimer's might experience loss of initiative. So something that really you were passionate about, now it's something that you don't care much about it. So that could be a warning sign, but also challenges with performing familiar tasks, misplacing items, challenge with language, changes in personality. Those are warning signs of dementia that could be also to be considered. Confusion about time and space. So this is a very handy tool that we have, or handout that we offer at the Dementia Society. So the 10 warning signs allow us not only to be aware of the different signs of dementia, but also the so if we have a early diagnosis, we can actually um, prepare for the future and try to get some support. So this is very important. Also, I have to clarify that you don't need 10 warning signs to have dementia, because dementia, in order to have diagnosis, you have to go through different, let's say, is a sort of like a different test that we have to do, and we also have to rule out different um, other conditions. So, but 10 warning signs is just to let you know that we might have some other signs of dementia, and it's not only memory loss. So if you have any problem about thinking, memory or behavior, even sleep or now mental health, you can talk to your doctor about any changes. Uh, you can actually connect with your doctor. Your family physician will be the first person to start with. Um, so in summary, we can say that brain healthy choices, as we mentioned, we have 8 brain healthy choices. So make a difference and make a plan. Uh, so also the brain ages like the rest of the body. And as I mentioned, dementia is not a normal part of aging. Um, and also you can see your doctor from changes in memory, thinking, or behavior, mental health or sleep problems. You can connect with your family physician. And just to remind you that you have 8 brain healthy choices to start with today and make a plan. And if you have any other concerns about changes in thinking, memory, or behavior, you can reach out. You can reach out the Dementia Society. We're here to help. Um, so these are the numbers. Sorry, the numbers that you can dial, and also our website and our email address. So you can connect with us. We're working remotely. We're still supporting people even with dementia and their caregivers in Ottawa. And you can connect with us anytime. Um, Also, if you have any other concerns about healthy living now with this situation for the COVID-19 situation, you can connect also with Public Health, Ottawa Public Health. And they also have a great website, so you can find updated information about this complex time. But also you can find resources for mental health as well. So you can go and join to visit the Ottawa Public Health website. So that was it for today. So mind your brain health. Thank you very much for joining this webinar.